they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, huh?
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Done. That's 20.
Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You know what? 36, 40, 82, 40.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Lee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Wentz. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Now Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
18 Gator.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 57's Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. On the ground, McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Check right. Speak up.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I like the strategy. extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now. Looking to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having troubles.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
25. Check 25. Sunday.
On second down, it's Lee. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Huntley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On second down now, Huntley looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On play action, Wentz. Just keeping the play alive. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
56. Go. I don't think you got it.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We got motion. Back up.
Recon, 132, Fox.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was brought down by Javon Gray. 4 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Blue draw corpus.
Under 10. 10.
Ready?
They'll run with McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down and inches. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. This is McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Alpha.
57. Mike, 57. Yeah. 57 to Mike.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, echo.
Right there. 54.
Let's go.
54.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 20. Let's go.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike 20.
2nd and 6. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Get him. Check. Get it.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They run again with Logan. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And got his man complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Empty. Two jet. We're good.
On second down, it's Lee, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check curls. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Push him back. Mike 5-4. Let's go.
2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a run with McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He's stopped at the Eagles' 22. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Oh, you got D. Hey, shoot.
Mike 50. Hey, that can be.
Now Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, Charlie!
On first down, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll run on first down. Lee. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll keep it on the ground. Lee. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
14, 82, 14.
50. Watch the slant.
Now Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Ram.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lee. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Sunday.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there in the final minute as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here I come again. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Tackles, tackles. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, wahoo!
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Chopper, chopper!
Hey, Mike 20,
Yep.
Mike 20. Bandit, bandit. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That's me. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Don't get nervous. Mike 20, Mike 20.
Buzz, buzz.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All day, defense, all day. All day.
Hey, Haywood.
54.
Now.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54. You remember me? You remember me?
Let's get it.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.